Here's something new today. What I have here are a couple pages out of my sketchbook, specifically the gesture assignment assigned in one of the lectures in the Bridgman figure drawing course that I've been following. As you can see, I don't normally, well, you probably couldn't see, but I don't normally draw in this very bombastic and loose style here, but the exercise is primarily designed so that you kind of learn to loosen up and simply just focus on the energy of your subject, and that's what gesture essentially is you're capturing, even though it might not be proportionally accurate or proportionally anatomically correct. If you kind of loosen up and pay attention to the way the body moves and orients itself, it has a certain line of action and a gesture to it, as coined by Kimon Nicolaides. Some of these earlier ones where the lines aren't very well defined, or where my lines are a little bit scant. You can see I'm a little bit stiff and a little bit unsure of myself, and eventually I kind of decided to just really loosen up and just allow myself to draw faster than I can think. Generally, I always try to be very controlled and deliberate with my line work, but I think, at a certain point it's good to kind of go the other direction and learn how to be a bit more of a scribbler. And as you can see with some of these, especially this one, it's probably my best one. Some of these later ones where I'm drawing over my initial 30-second poses, I've loosened up quite a bit more. So that's pretty cool. I'll definitely be doing more of these, so stay tuned. Alright, so now I'm back to working on the portrait of my mom here. I said in my previous video that I was going to experiment with pushing the contrast between my values, and that didn't end up happening just because I didn't get to it, and I work at a slower pace than I would like to. So we're going to try that now, and this will require me to block in the head multiple times, and that's okay, because I would like to continue to improve on getting the likeness down with all of the proportions and all of the all of those crucial preliminary proportions correct. And also you can see that I've switched over to graphite, and I'm no longer on newsprint, and I've done that because graphite tends to have a much different value range than charcoal normally does, and so this will help me to kind of get more familiar with the material I plan to be using. And overall, I think, some improvement. I'm slowly making better and better improvements. It's just tedious, which is fine, but this is how it works. So here's where we are now. After giving it a couple hours to take my mind off of and look at it again with some fresh eyes, I can see that it's better as far as proportions and the likeness is concerned. Still not quite where I want it, but for now I'm just going to ignore that and focus on getting those values up. It's quite tedious. That's just how graphite is. It's just something you kind of have to sneak up on gradually, but let's keep going a bit. And my camera died during that time lapse, but here's where we ended up. As you can see, I got pretty refined, more refined than I intended, but it ended up serving me well as some good specific practice. And honestly, looking at what I have now, I don't really know if I want to push the values anymore. I think what I have here is really nice. There's a chance I might try to do some quicker sketches with some more contrast, but I think for now this is the value range I'm going to stay in. So I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.